Well, once again, I'd like to warmly welcome you to this video of our recently part exchange to us here. Privately owned Highstyle 215 of these smart 4.2 coupes were introduced into the UK market in around 2009-2010, so you would be buying a very exclusive part of Smart's history. Detailed with this chocolate brown metallic coachwork with a silver Trinidad, leather seats which are also heated, a 3-spoke steering wheel with Tiptronic controls, satellite navigation by Pioneer, Bluetooth telephone connectivity and a USB port, as well as these lovely silver alloy wheels and a pan sunroof, which is actually a plastic panel in the roof which allows light to come in above your head. There's also a black sunblind to go across there, and as with all the Smarts, really cheap to run, cheap insurance, mega mileage MPG, 60 plus, and she's looking rather splendid. I drove the car back from Essex to Kent and then up from Kent to Cheshire, so over 300 miles, and she did it faultlessly. Satellite navigation is functioning, air conditioning is functioning, it's had 4 recently new tyres, we're just about to complete an oil service. The owner did his own air and pollen filters in the last 6 months, and we'll be doing the oil. We purchased it from Mercedes-Benz in Stoke, so we'll get that oil and we'll be doing that tomorrow actually, and including with that will be a safety check, so you can be rest assured the vehicle will be in tip-top condition. It's 38,900 miles. We have just the one key at present, and it's unlikely for us to get another key, although they're not an expensive £300 option as on the new 453 Smarts. They're less, I think they're about £60 to £80 actually, so not a bad price at all. If we zoom in to the chocolate brown bodywork, she does look absolutely splendid. It's a metallic finish. There's the odd stone chip which we've touched in. Obviously it is 9 years old, but it's nothing that you should concern yourself about. No smells inside the cockpit neither. All good. Good condition tyres. As I say, they're probably only about 3 or 4 months old. Continentals on the front and a good brand on the back. So probably whoever buys this smart car won't need to replace the tyres, I guess, for about probably 5 or 6 years. It's a split rear. Those of you that are aware, I'll show you. That's the glass panel, and then if you just bring this here that way, go across and do the same here, always gets stuck. Just trying to do it with one hand, should do it with 2 hands by the way. There's the boot, the storage behind the seats as well, and here we have a very useful secret compartment which you can fit some shoes and handbags in there, girls. So you can do all that without telling your boyfriend or husband you've been out shopping. You can store them in there and whip them out when they're not looking. Or the men, if you fancy some fishing rods or golf clubs, you might get them in there without the girlfriend or the wife knowing about it. No, seriously, we have one of these as a personal use. We have a 453 now. We've had a 451. This is a 451. We've had one of those from new, we've had one of the 453s, and we love them, absolutely love them. We always put in the super unleaded petrol. It just makes the car a little bit smoother, I guess. So either use a normal Shell PP Texaco fuel station on your high street, try and avoid the supermarkets which are selling basically nasty cheap fuel, and just it's about £35 to fill up in London. Probably £31–32 in the Midlands and the north of England. Just use as much of the decent petrol as you can, and you'll never get a fault with these cars. Made by Mercedes, of course, so you get all the standard reliability you don't have with any Mercedes. But if we just go inside the car, it's just starting to drop a few drops of rain actually. So first of all, I can just take you into the 38,932 miles. The previous owner to the car exchanged it with us here. He had a 16 plate Cabray Smart 4.2, and he's guaranteed the mileage, and there's a substantial amount of service history, so we've no reason to doubt the mileage any way, shape or form. So with the Highstyle, you get a standard Pioneer satellite navigation. You can bring the face out and put it in your handbag or in the glove box. That is a lockable glove box, by the way, which it isn't on the new ones. And inside there is, well, we've got the locking wheel nuts, but just around the corner here, I can just pull it out and show you, is a USB port. So you can charge your phone, and you can also Bluetooth your music across this car's speaker system. Air conditioning here, all working. Sorry about the noise, just turn that off. There we go. That is working. Heated seats, 2-stage heating working. There's nothing that I found that doesn't work. Electronic stop start, so you can override it or you can turn it on. When it's on, you've got the orange symbol there, the top right of the side of the dashboard, saying Eco. Just turn it off and it removes itself. Tiptronics, down and up shift on the gearbox. Very useful in the winter, so you can control the car manually. It's a 5-speed semi-automatic. What that means basically is that I'll give you a quick demonstration. Cover the brake, move the shift from, can you see, neutral across to that position to the left. That tells you that the car is in first gear. Go back here, press that in, that puts it in fully automatic. You'll see the letter A for automatic, and you just basically drive forwards and it will change up at whatever speed you're doing, so accordingly it will change up. If you want to knock it into manual, you just simply go up a gear or down a gear on the Tiptronics reverse, back into neutral and back to you, and then just drive the car backwards. What can be simpler? And it turns on a sixpence. It's not power steering, but the wheels on the front are so tiny. Our 451 didn't have power steering either, and both my wife and myself drove that car for 25,000 miles from new. We loved it, every minute of it. So so much so we've had another one. So electric windows, all standard. Sunroof. I'm sort of saying sunroof. It's a plastic panel which lets in the light. So there's a blind behind. Nice leather, half leather seats with Highstyle emblems in the top of the seats. A very comfortable car. Now, I drove this car back from Kent, dropped my wife off to some relatives in Kent, so we had some fresh fruit, strawberries, and well, we had a fruit salad actually after our evening meal. All Kent homegrown fruit from our relative's garden, so thank you very much, Alistair. And I drove the car back to Crewe overnight, getting back at 20 to 1 in the morning without stopping. So I drove it back all the way, I don't know, 220-30 miles without stopping. I was perfectly comfortable. It was a tank full of fuel, and it's just down to 4.5 litres, so it's got a gallon of fuel left, which will probably do me another, if you were using it locally, you'd probably get another week out of it, to be fair. So it's £20 to tax. We do arrange finance if necessary. We do accept a part exchange. We do deliver the car free. That's either myself or my father coming to your address. And that's anywhere in the country. We've been established 22 years. We're open 7 days a week. We do not expect this car to be around very long. It's not a misprint. The price you see is the price you pay. So I spend a lot of time trying to be fair to the business and trying to make some profit for the business, obviously, but also to the future owners of these cars. So I spend hours upon hours searching the UK car market, and one of my biggest, well, the single biggest challenge I have is acquiring vehicles. We can sell them pretty quickly and easily, but we just cannot buy enough cars. So if you are selling or part exchanging your car, stop. Give me a call, David, at Cheshire Cars on 01270 213 811, and I may well be able to offer you more than the dealer's offering you in part exchange, and we will also collect for free. So if you want to know anything more about this car or any of our cars, visit www.cheshire-cars.co.uk. Telephone on 01270 213 811. Ask for David, and I'll be delighted to answer and help you, assist you to acquire either a car or some information about a car that you may have seen somewhere else. Okay, have a splendid day. I'm just about to go in before it absolutely opens, the heavens open. It looks very, very angry up there in the sky. So after this heat wave that we've all been experiencing, we're now in for 30 days of rain. So let's hope not. Anyway, fabulous to talk to you all and demonstrate this Highstyle 4.2 Coupe, 59 registered, 38,900 miles, smart car.